So, good evening, everybody. Today we are playing War in the East 2. Long time no see. So yeah, we are playing as the Axis. It is February 4th, 1943. The situation has developed as follows. We are now in the air planning phase. In the previous turn, we were able to encircle the Soviet spearhead here in the Caucasus. We have also gotten one of our division encircled here, but I think it has a fairly good chance of breaking out. Also, we managed to create this kind of defensive line, which was not really solid. As you can see, there are multiple holes in the line, but we were able to keep the railroads operational. Had we lost the connection over here, the whole first Panzer Army would have been lost. So now there's a lifeline for the first Panzer to be relieved, which is excellent news. And we actually ran some air interdiction, and we still have those effects here in the map, interestingly. So the Soviets have a hard time moving supplies to these forward units. And this tank corps, which is almost isolated here, has only one strength, combat strength left. The big question in this turn is going to be, what are we going to do with these forward elements, because they are threatening this line still. We have, luckily, enough strength to hit them. So we could push them back, or we can try to create some kind of a encirclement. So that is a one big thing that we need to decide what we're going to do. And what is our strategy here? I think we should just focus on destroying the Soviet armor that got encircled, and not necessarily develop another encirclement, even though this seems kind of lucrative, but we have no guarantees that this line would hold. All of these divisions look fairly weak to me. So if I click defensive values of 7, 1, 4. So, and there's a rifle corps with a combat value of 17. It seems like a tough task of trying to stop these guys and encircle at the same time. I think we can stop this side, but we can't hold at the same time. And the rail situation is critical because we were cut from these 2 points. There is not really supplies flowing to these guys, so I think organized withdrawal is probably the best option. Then here closer to Rostov, we have clearly some kind of a development of allied units, Soviet units coming this way. We have no intelligence on what kind of strength are we looking at, but I assume that there is some units they will have supply problems in the long run, but we have to think, what are we going to do? What kind of units are here in the first place, and how are we going to counter them? Then the 6th Army situation. This was actually, I think, the previous turn. Yeah, it was the first one that we actually didn't lose a single battle. So we managed to hold in both of these places. And we have fairly okay defensive positions. These are by the Don River. Both sides, apparently. Okay. Then what about in this sector is probably the most silent at the moment. The Romanian, Italian, well, there aren't that many Romanian units here at the moment, but I think this is the most silent one at the moment. So we have a little bit too strong of a defenses in here. The Hungarian one also didn't see any action in the previous turn. The most critical situation is apparently in here. This is the 2nd Army sector. And we have a breakthrough of 2 hexes. And they are already threatening this line over here, but we got the supplies in, luckily. And this position didn't fall. We have enough strength to go on offensive. We could try to push them back. My hope was to create an encirclement, but that might be out of the question right now. We could hit with these 2 and then take the 3rd one, this Panzer unit. So we would clear this threat of those 2 linking up. We could try to man this hex again and create pressure that they would only have this very narrow corridor to supply their units. That is one option. But I don't think we have enough strength to actually push these guys out. Okay. Some combat happening in here too. Yeah, we got pushed back also in this position. We should probably think about combining regiments into full divisions to get them back on track of becoming combat capable outside those fortified positions. This line looks solid. It's in a 3 line, so that's okay. We got pushed back in the center, but nothing crucial. So that's good. Here we are facing virtually no enemies around this Valdai Hills position. So we should maybe consider either pushing forward or taking some of the units out. Because right now this seems like a little bit too excessive in terms of forces. In Leningrad, the enemy has been active, but they haven't had any chances of breaking our defenses. They were relatively close in breaking us over here. but we managed to reinforce these positions before anything was able to happen. The enemy attacked us in the previous turn, that's okay. We also got attacked in this hex. I think what we want to do is that, as you can see, I have multiple reinforcement divisions arriving, which are all combat capable. They have really good what is that value? Well, it's just this combat readiness basically. It's close to 100 for those units, so we could create an attack from multiple sides to this position. And as we know that the combat values tend to be overrated for the defender in city positions, so I think we actually have a chance, even though it is suggesting that the enemy has 72 defensive value and they have a rifle core. I am running this game with the latest beta, 1.02.25 beta patch, which the previous patch actually tweaked the urban combat quite a bit. So we should probably see a more interesting result than with the previous one. I'm not exactly sure how did they tweak it, but they said that they made some major revisions how combat is handled in urban areas. So let's check the weather. So we are now in February 4th. We have snow everywhere, heavy snow in the center. And the weather in the air, actually in the Caucasus, it's a blizzard. So in Caucasus and Stalingrad, we have like a really bad weather situation, but in the north, we have quite okay situation. Yeah, it still says snowfall. Snowfall here in the north too. Okay, and if we go more to the south, it's also saying snowfall. Yeah, okay. I could also put that on map. Air ground, yeah. Now we see those snowflakes, indicating that it is snowing actually everywhere. But yeah, the focus will be in Leningrad, but I don't think we have enough strength to attack multiple positions at once. So I will probably focus on taking Kolpino first. And the good thing, if we get to Kolpino, the tile behind it, this one that I'm highlighting right now, it is actually a clear hex. So attacking there is going to be quite easy. There is a major river, but I don't think the game says is it frozen. Visually we can see that there shouldn't be like any kind of river going on because of the winter, but so I don't think it affects combat. But yeah, I don't think we are able to attack this position this turn, but the following one maybe. And then we have to also think about getting the divisions to the same HQ. So that's like to minimize the combat losses or the combat effectiveness losses, because we would have multiple HQs together. So yeah, that's something that we have to do. I think I might try, even though we have a bad weather situation, I think I want to try to do recon in these positions here in the Caucasus. So let's do recon of the fear. Try to maximize the intelligence. I don't think we need any fighters to this. Partial escort. No, we don't need any escorts. If I click 20. Escorts 0. I don't think we need any escorts. And then I can confirm. But assigned auto. I wish it would really like say, does this mean that it's still going to send this many? Because I don't think that makes any sense to send that many. This seems like an okay operation too. This seems also okay. Maybe like that. Okay. I don't think that recon is needed. Nor that one. So it's only this, this, and this. This one we can call off. No need to make another ground attack. The rest is just ground support. So ground support for Army Group A. South. So we have ground support for Army Group Don. I think we would need that. Or have I marked it by the... So this is 6th Army. I don't think it has been marked. Center North A. Well, how come? Thought I have done that though. I must have. Yes, a Panzer Corps. It is like considered as a separate. Is it because I patched the game that the... Oh, this is Army Group South now. Or is it just that because of the timestamp, Army Group Dawn has been dissolved? Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there was Army Group A and B. Right. And now it has been set. Okay. How much does it have units? Yeah, it's almost by the limit. Okay, yes, that makes sense. So we have Army Group A, Army Group South. Okay, that's good. So let's see if we do have 3 recon operations. The weather is going to be very poor. Okay. That's a little bit tough. You can expect quite heavy losses. Can I click on that and say acquired aircraft? Like I want to have 20 0 requested escorts. Partial escorts, no. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Let's click on it. And before we do that, actually, because we have to do the offensives in the north, we have to awaken Luftwaffe 1. Yeah, in this sector there is nothing really happening, so I think we should reposition our units, air assets, closer. Maybe like here. Land transfer. 1 air group. Moved. Okay, that's excellent. We have a lot of fighters. 41 recon planes and air transports. Also bunch of bombers. About Luftwaffe 6. They have a lot of fighters, but that's it. I think these guys would maybe go here. Yeah, this makes more sense. We have fighter coverage in these places. I don't think we can get them any closer. That's kind of the problem, that we have advanced so far away that it's difficult to provide sufficient air. Yeah, we just adjust. Like they can fly 1 mission and that's it. And Luftwaffe here. Here we have a lot of assets. We have 40 fighters in here. They've been just waiting to get into the action. Well, they could be sent like somewhere a bit closer. Maybe even here. Land transfer. Yeah, okay, that's good. Execute air directives. Let's see. See what kind of... Oh, we actually... I forgot to take that. So we are... Yeah, we are actually doing the naval interdiction operations too. I forgot to take those out. But quite minor losses. Look at that, only 22. 12 operational, 10 flak. Naval patrol, very poor, raids 8, sorties 87. Damage effect. Okay. Let's see, what did we do? Did we succeed in any of that? No, I didn't mean to do that. Shift O. No, it's still like 2 to 2. We didn't manage to take air superiority. Yeah, because I had that plan, but I forgot to unselect it. Yeah, we didn't even manage to take these. I think it must have been an issue also with the loadout. So... yeah, we have to check those things out. Planes. Drop tanks, no. Yeah, I don't know which one. Which of these is the best for air? I mean, like anti-ship operations. Yeah. Well, anyways, we can still try to perform the attack. So let's bring those guys together. We can move those guys like that. Yeah, this HQ has a lot of stuff. Stokes, Pioneer Battalion, Werfer, Heavy Werfer, 3 howitzers. I think we can assign... There is apparently more heavy cannon battalion, we can assign that too. Problem is that the units that it commands are here on the wrong front. What if we take the first corps? That's a pretty bad commander though. This one has fairly okay equipment. Yeah, but first corps has like units scattered all over here. What if we move it in here? And we just start assigning, clearing this 26th corps out of his units. So let's say you go to the first core. Let's see. "26th. There was one. This one. This is like 38th. Or okay, it's over here. Yeah, well, that makes sense. Also put that to 38th. Yeah, this is now coherent line. This makes sense. This doesn't make sense. Okay. A little bit better. Yeah, this is okay now. Let's assign. Let's see these guys. So first core. I don't think these guys necessarily should be part of the first core. Yeah, they could be part of this 2028. Okay. '26th is the one that we're going to attack with, yeah. So 28. Give this to 28 too. Okay, this seems fairly okay. Then these ones go to the first core. Accidentally misclicked that one. That doesn't matter. First core, these ones. Okay, good. How about these? I'm not sure. Let's see. I just want that all of these 3 hexes, they would be on the 26th. So 26. You can actually select multiple. But it still doesn't change multiple, okay. 26. Okay. And that one to 26 too. And let's put the blue division. 26. So those all are now in 26. Do we have any other HQs? Okay, so this first core can now take a little bit bigger role and take these ones. Okay. Okay, that's good. Now all of those belong to the first. Yeah, this looks fine. This is also fine. The L core. Are there still some HQs? What about this one? Where is that? In which hex are you located? Over here. Okay, and it has only this one unit under its command. But it has a lot of... It's a heavy panzer battalion. Whoa. Go to the 26th. Maybe this HQ could take these units. The Latvian SS. Yeah, I think so. Okay. And we can actually cycle those guys a little bit around and build them up back together. So now we actually have 72 attack strength against 72.6, which I think will be enough. At least it should be. We can move that individual regiment. Yeah, I think this will be enough. So we have all kinds of equipment in here. And also the heavy panzer battalion. Tiger 3L. Panzer 3L. Tigers. 3Ns. In relatively good numbers too. So let's put to the strongest unit to this one, the Pioneer Battalion, so that we are sure that the pioneers will be used in this combat. Let's give it a try. Okay, enemy retreats. Oh, we didn't have any air available for the attack. I guess they exhausted themselves in in the naval operations that were not successful. Yeah, but we managed to push them back. I guess that's acceptable result. I think we can probably take 2 divisions out and rest them like behind the front lines so they can accumulate their combat readiness. Okay. We took heavier losses than the defender, but I think it must have been because of the air that we were just lacking the air support. Took battalion, howitzers, we had the pioneers. Yeah, we had good combat values. So in the next step, next turn, hopefully, we will move these units that fought to these forward tiles, and we will try to attack from these 2 hexes over here. Alternative is that we attack this position, which is a heavy forest. We can put so many sites for the attack, which is really, really great. And then the next step would be this. That's an alternative if we don't want to do a straight attack. Here we could advance quite freely if we want to. But I'm uncertain, is that the right thing to do? Really? Like, the good thing is that if we manage to create a solid line in here, we would have these airports available for our air support in these hexes. Because the closest ones, they are in Demiansk and in here. So like in terms of future operations, getting this area under our control, that would really help. And yeah, we have this station in here. I think we want to finalize that. And then we would like to have a forward railway base in here to help with the supply with these units, because they have been struggling with supplies. So getting these things done, that's going to be really useful. And when we get this rail yard depot up and running, I think we could pivot the line, because there is some kind of a river in here. So that would help us defending this line. Yeah, I think this might be more easy to defend, and we would have this major railway. So I'm kind of pro that idea. We could already start to do that kind of pivot. Let's see. Okay. There is just some paratroopers over there. We have high defensive values in these hexes. I'm going to create a depot in here. Priority 4, of course. This is a swamp. So I think this will work out. Static unit, of course, it doesn't want to move. Let's see, that's 12 combat value. Yeah, but this looks like a good defensive line now. Heavy woods in here. Okay. This whole installation could move one forward. So we have two of these units in here. This refuses to move. We can move the light division. Okay, we captured some kind of depot. Here we didn't capture anything. So if we think about the shortest possible line, well, the shortest possible line would be, let me just see, be here. And then maybe like this. Or like this, whatever. So, because these are swamps, they are quite defendable. Alternative is, of course, like this. Let's see, there is no railway connection. Here is a rail yard. How about in here? Here is also a rail yard. But this is something that we want to keep for sure. But we have the both sides, so we just need to hold this. Yeah, we can get supplies delivered over there, but this one we would have to take. We would have to take these two hexes. Okay. I could mobilize this unit. What kind of combat strength are we looking at? 5.9 to 5.4. And it's a question mark, so we don't really know. We don't have accurate intelligence on that unit. But let's move these guys in here. Looks like a rather okay line to me. Yeah. This is a level 3, level 2, level 2 positions. Okay. Five, 5, 5. So these are maximum distance away from here. I think this could be also level 4. Yeah. We just need supplies into the center. Here we have a rather okay situation, so nothing that crucial. Over here, I'm gonna say that we need a level 4 right into the front of the enemy lines. And this can be maybe upgraded to level 3. Just for the time of the offensive, I think. We could have it like that. Kind of curious to go 1 hex forward. Maybe I could do it. But with these guys, I'm not sure. Is it really smart? I would just like to see, is the city open, or are there some? Doesn't really have that big of a significance because it doesn't connect with other railroads. But that is the main line coming from Moscow to Vishny. Okay. Only has supply priority of 2. We could set it high, maybe. That to level 4. Because we need to secure this area. And I think we might need to fight for it. We could already step into that hex. So now we have all that we need except these 2. Those 2 hexes. Okay. In here, this is kind of in a weird place, but I guess it is. I sent it just to construct the fortifications. Okay. This is in a good shape, this unit. It has a lot of supplies. It doesn't have that okay of an equipment though. I could mark reserve to high priority again. So we could get all of these guys supplied. I think I can cycle these units. Yeah, I think going to send that guy away. This 57 refit in there. And I'm going to send this unit to strengthen the defenses in here. And I think I'm going to recall this infantry division. Send it somewhere more crucial. Oh, this is like the missing piece. Then we would have the full division together. Yeah, I think those guys can wait. Okay, this division. Yeah, we have these regiments are spread around. And we still didn't manage to get the rail to Mozhaisk. Yeah. There is very little planning in this AI. It was constructing this and all was going well, but then it started doing this one instead. My god. We have one extra division in here. 12th Infantry Division. I think I would send it to the 2nd Panzer Army. Or the 2nd Army in here. Probably to the 2nd Army. This is more crucial. But okay. And our dash to destroy the enemy depot in here, it was successful. They have apparently withdrawn. So there is no longer enemies in these hexes. I guess I might need to like consider, should I take these positions, these woods, because they could be actually quite useful. This is just light woods, also this one too. This is light woods, so if we would shift the line, we could basically do that. Like send this unit over here. They have only 4 attack value. So I could do that. This one I don't even necessarily have to send there. But I could if I want to. And it's a heavy wood style, so maybe it would be long-term wise worth it. So I think that makes sense. I'm going to put that as a backup in here. Yeah, there's that rail yard that we have captured. So basically, Soviets having any units in here, that's like kind of difficult to supply for them right now. Their supplies, closest supply hub. Well, they have a rail yard in here, but I guess, yeah, I don't know where is their closest one even. I guess it's this one, but I can just capture it. if I want to, but I don't think that's worth it. Oh yeah, these guys are in a really bad position. Anyways, we have to like start looking for opportunities to. We have already like taking these positions, we have kind of dismantled their supply lines. They have to run their supplies from Moscow via here. And I don't think this is not possible because we have this hex, so nothing is going through here. But I think they have this hex, and of course they have these incoming ones over here and here. So one possibility to like threaten the Soviet effort would be to go for this supply hub, supply depot over here. That would already reduce their active depots to ones over here. So that could be actually quite useful if we are thinking about it. And based on our intel already, these guys are having supply troubles. The rest are looking okay though. But okay. Yeah, there's a breakthrough in here too. Luckily we have the motorized division has arrived. Great timing. I'm going to call this like level 3. This could be level 4 even. What if we just try to push those guys out? Take what unit do these belong to? Yeah, they belong to this one. Okay. I would like them to be in the same core. So I guess I'm going to assign this to the 7th core. Yep. They would probably even join this if they are in reserves. Although I'm not 100% certain of that, so I'm going to assign this one too. Should I? Mech 4. What is your mechanized? Oh, only 3. That's not good. Not good enough. We need a commander who's capable of doing both. Ernst Hell. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Let's take Erhard. I think that's the man. We want to command this operation. And what about you? Can you command Panzer units. No, you can't. You are also incapable. Handling mechanized units. About Rendulich in here. Rendulich can do it, yeah, he is capable. What about you? He's capable too. Okay, so this is... I think I will have to do this kind of attack. Let's leave this one out of it. So we don't take that one. Let's go with these. So they withdrew, okay. We took 800 losses, we lost 3 tanks. They withdrew 1 hex. Okay. We had a little bit of a mixed. One unit was from another core. But yeah, this was fairly okay. So yeah, this is the problem. What about... I'm not thinking about the encirclement prospect. These panzers can no longer fight. They are exhausted. 18. 9. You need 60. You need at least 16 points. Yeah, those guys can't do anything. What if we attack this rifle division in here? With a hasty attack, we would have 2, 4, we would have 5. Yeah, well, would clear that one out, but it wouldn't help us. Yeah, it should have needed to be a rout. I'm just sad it wasn't enough to rout the enemy there. Again, that is now belonging to the second army directly. That's not acceptable though. Formation wise, this is looking okay. We are kind of strong, but we didn't really achieve much. We just lost our combat potential when we did that attack. So what on earth do we do now? Because that is out of the question. We can push this one unit away, but what do we achieve by that? Nothing really. And he's the commander of the whole second army. That's not really great either. Is Rommel already available? I don't think so. What is his rank? He's general. Okay. I guess I just need to think about this. Like, it could be so that this is not as strong as it kind of suggests. But yeah, like, I guess we can break this unit, but that wouldn't really achieve us anything. Like, we would push it back. They have already broken through. This whole development, it would require more forces. Luckily we have a motorized division that could be sent to reinforce this. We could send this guy, the tank division, to this forward position, that it would be ready to strike. And we can recall this one. Okay, maybe we do that. So first of all, this guy has to go. We need somebody more competent. Because this is a crucial unit. So he's an okay infantry commander and good initiative, good morale. But now we need somebody who's capable of doing also mechanized offensives. This is only 5. Also 5. 6. Well, maybe we just take this one. Mechanized 7. Or just take this dude. 7, 7. 6, 6. And a relatively high morale. Kliman Ulrich. Okay, he's a familiar face. Okay, we assigned this to the 6th Corps. And also this one. 6th Corps. So he's now in there. He's a relatively okay unit now. I guess I'm going to move the HQ top of that. This rail line was a little bit overextended, but I guess I can now just... What is happening here? What is happening here? Why doesn't it allow me to... Yeah, thank you. And this guy I'm going to send to the flanking position. So now we have a 17 defense. 17 should be good enough. I think you're going to be reassigned to 7th Corps. 7th Corps. 8th Corps is okay, but 7th Corps needs extra supplies, as does the 6th Corps. Oh, we actually have enough. Yeah, we would have enough to push those guys out if we want to. That could be handy, because then there wouldn't be anybody. Like we can then approach from here. This way we have 6. Or we can do a deliberate. We can do a deliberate attack with these two. Oh, rifle core joined. Yeah, that wasn't a successful attack. Ooh. So there is even more trouble. Ooh. It's going to be more challenging than I thought. We have this unit that I kind of been reserving here. We could technically send it there, but I think it has to stay in the city though. I think they need a very high level of supplies. These guys look quite solid, but I expect that there's going to be some combat ahead. So maybe I need to keep them in level 3. Supplies. How is the refit going? 69, 78. It's going. It's happening. And how about these? 87, that's good. 45, that's not good. So this refit is done. Okay, it belongs to a different core. I think I can reassign this division to the Panzer Corps. And we can temporarily lift the priority a little bit higher so it can replenish properly. Also need to replenish so much to do. Organize these units. Well, anyways, I think this was a stream focusing on the northern sector and then also doing some work in the center, but I think the next stream is then going to be focusing here, the south, trying to solve this Caucasus situation. But anyways, thanks for following the stream and then see you again in the next one. Bye.